everyone, welcome to the second of this series, my Sharing Love series. You're with Rochelle Smith at Stamping Flair. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's card, which I shared with you, which was a Valentine's Day card. If you haven't caught up on that, you can always watch the replay and either on Facebook or on YouTube. So this is my 5-day series where I'm sharing little projects, cards, 3D projects just for you to share love during February, a month of love, to demonstrate to others just that they are special and how much they mean to you. So this could be your spouse, your partner, your children, giving little love notes to your kids in their lunch boxes, to your neighbors, just random acts of kindness, little gift boxes filled with lollies. I'm just trying to give you a variety, and hopefully you'll be able to spread some joy to others during the next few weeks and in the coming months. So if you are watching live with me, please say hi. If you're watching on replay as well, say hello to me. I do get all your comments. Just give me 1 second to make sure everything is going well. It seems like a better transmission today, so I'm really glad about that. And today I will again be using some parts of the Sweet Talk Sweet or the Sweet Conversations bundle, as well as mixing and matching. So this project doesn't have to be for Valentine's Day. It's going to be something that you can use at other times. It could be a little birthday gift. It could be a variety of occasions, so to speak. So I want to share with you these little treat boxes that come with the Sweet Conversations or the Sweet Talk Sweet. I'm getting my bundles and my sweets all mixed up, and I'll just turn the camera around, and they come in a pack of 10. So they come flat packed, and they're super easy to assemble. I can tell you because I'm not great on the assembly thing. So they're very easy. They're just set up with 3M tape and real easy. So I've got one I can't speak. I did earlier, and but I'm going to do a variation, and I'm going to use it with the hand penned bundle as well. So those beautiful flowers, so you can create using that too. So hopefully this gives you some ideas for creating and sharing. What I'm first going to do is use the Gingham embossing folder, which I used yesterday. I really love this folder, and it gives some great texture, and hopefully you will enjoy that when I'm using it today as well. Just giving you some ideas with it. I did a practice run on this. It embosses fine, but some bits, maybe the corners were a little bit frayed more because it's quite a heavy emboss. So to alleviate that, just take your spritzer and just give it a light spritz, right? And that just molds it and just softens the paper, and it won't probably bend as much. And I gave it a try like that as well. Sometimes you've got to try. It didn't break. The box didn't break. I'll show you the one I did. It did not break, even when I did that without the spritzing. So to emboss this, just do one section at one time, and then you can do the other half. One side is got the shiny section. Use that on the inside because that's your food safe side, and then this side will is conducive to stamping, and you can spritz and do stuff with that because that's the matte finish. Wouldn't hurt if you wanted to use the shiny side on the outside, but it's also the scoring is done in such a way it just lends itself to that. So I'm just going to run this embossing folder through. Just run it through once, so I'm not putting too much pressure on that, and then you can just flip that and then do the other half of it, so your front and back is done. So it's a nice size. The box will go in that stamping cut and emboss machine. Hi Debbie, lovely to see you here. Thanks for joining me. And others who are here, so good to see you. It's a bit thicker cardstock, so you're going to have to put a bit of more. It is cardstock, like a heavier box, so just push a bit more. So that's done. So we've embossed that. That's all good to go. Now I'm just getting a piece of paper. Oh, it's been hot here today, but I didn't run the air conditioner because I think sometimes that interferes, weirdly enough, with the internet, like when I'm working through the internet. It did happen once when I was on Zoom as well. It's bizarre. So we've got some blending brushes. I'm just going to do a bit of blending on this. So you can do stamping. If you don't want to emboss, you can do anything you like. I'm using Poppy Parade and Granny Apple Green for my colors. I'll show you another color scheme I had. So just tap off and just rub off the excess and start light. Poppy Parade, quite a strong color, but you can build it up as you want. So I'm doing a bit of a random look and see how it picks up that pattern really nicely. So I do want don't have to be too exact, obviously, but I'm just putting a bit of a random pattern. And then I'm going to go with the balance with some Granny Apple Green. It's not me, it's very bright. It's good to be a bit different sometimes. To give it, because you're going over the other color, just tap it off a bit. Sometimes it may pick up that Poppy Parade or whatever other color you're using. Don't pick it up much, but just so it doesn't go over too much. So looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I took a while to warm up to Granny Apple Green, but now I like it. It's not a bad color. Do you have a favorite green? We have lots of greens at the moment. Between our in colors and our classic colors, we have heaps of green. Spoiled for choice in the greens. We've got some cool tones and warmer tones. Going back with the Poppy Parade just so I can pick up a bit more darker and blend that in. Looks a bit like an apple. The colors. Apple, Christmas, something like that. So, something in that range. Guess we can put those away. I don't need the blends. Now, to put this together, it's not hard to, you might find it tricky to see once you've done the embossing, but it's pretty easy. It just folds up. Just take your bond folder. This is one of my essential tools. Always have that to give your projects a nice crisp finish. Even when you have your cards, it's good to have a nice edge. These boxes assemble really easy. So you could just fold a whole lot together and then like have an assembly line going. So then you just pick this off, use your take a pick tool and fold that in. This is how I did it. Right, and just easy as that. I did one side at a time because I know how this 3M tape is strong. You can pull both sides at once if you want. It works for me like this. Right, so that's the box basically done. Now you can decorate how you like. I didn't score that. It was scored. I didn't burnish that. Okay. So that's the box. Now we're going to decorate with the hand pen petals stamp set. I'm going to use this stamp because the other one was a little bit too large for this box. This one nicely fills that gap. And also one of the hearts from the Sweet Conversations bundle, but they all have this text in it, so I'll show you how to get that text off. I've also got a piece of the Friendly Hello bundle, the designer series paper, and this is 5 centimeters by 20 centimeters. We may end up cutting it short, but it's just to wrap around like a belly band. You can use, so this is the other side of that. So that's the free paper and stamp set which you get with a $180 order. You can choose with Sale-A-Bration. So that's a bonus. The Sale-A-Bration is on till the 16th of March. That has been extended by Stamping Up. So that's good for us in Australia because we didn't have lots of products available at the start. So take advantage of that, make the best use of that, and you've still got about 4 weeks left, so it's pretty good. Not pretty good, it's very good. Now I'm finding my scissors. Here we are. Tell you what, I had a piece of cardstock here. Let's get another piece to stamp on. I had it already, but this is a piece of thick whisper white. You don't need this, but it's just what I had because last week I ran out of till my order came in. I had run out of basic white, not whisper white, basic white. So I'm just using some washi tape just to cover that little. Take one of the whatever heart you want, just cover the text in there. You can have the text if you want, but I'm just trying to make it neutral, so to speak. So if you don't want any sentiment or anything like that, then we'll take this off. And stamp it. I'm stamping in Versamark. Oh, I may be able to get that off. And I'm gonna emboss in gold with gold embossing powder. No, that wasn't meant to come off, so let's hope this stamps right. Please ask me any questions that you would want, or anything about Sale-A-Bration if you don't know what I'm talking about. I know it's, if you're new to the Stampin' Up scene, it might be something you haven't come across before. It's a sale that we have. Generally it has been once a year. Last year we had it twice, so which is awesome. And it's just a chance for you, Stampin' Up put a catalog out with totally free products, and every $90 you spend in store, you get to choose a corresponding Sale-A-Bration product. So there are some at the $180 mark, so if you spend $180, you get to choose one of that tier 2, I call it. There's a little bit of a mark there, but I think I can hide it. So the embossing powders come in packs of 3. So you get your basic, which has black, white, and clear, and your metallics, which has gold, copper, and silver. So I'm going to heat emboss this. So let's just give that a heat. If you're not sure, just turn it and you can see the gold, and you'll be able to see what has been embossed. I missed a bit there. Okay. So now we are going to die cut that. Got the heart there. If you don't want this for Valentine's Day, this can be, you can omit the heart, just do the flowers or whatever you want. There, I'm sure you can, there's many uses. This would be great for kids little parties and things. You could put like a balloon and erase, or for girls with hair ties and things like that. You could fill it up. Put a few lollies or Smarties, flat packet, and it would work. So we're just going to die cut them. So that in itself looks pretty. I'm going to do a bit of coloring, but see, that looks quite sweet, right? I'd let's color it. Let's give it extra. So I brought in Poppy Parade stamping blends, and you are pretty safe when you emboss. It's not, it's the lines, those embossed lines kind of keep you within when you color generally. So, so you can do quite a quick job, and this if you have seen the image for the hand pen petals stamp set, the fill-in stamps, it's like a two-step stamp set, right? So the fill-in, it's very watercolor effect, so it has some white space, so you could leave some white space. It just is one of those images that lends itself to that. And I'll bring in the dark and just add a bit of shading. And I need another color on that other flower, just for some contrast. I'll mix it in with some Poppy Parade, but I wasn't sure, so we'll see what happens. You could put a gift card in that as well. Let's go with the broad tip, so I can do this quickly. Then I can fill in the gaps. It's my speedy coloring. That's the good thing about stamping blends, that it's forgiving. You don't have to be super duper artist to do anything like that. I'm just highlighting a bit of the veins in the darker granny apple green. I'm using granny apple green there, just so it blends in with our base. Now there's a bit there. Let's see. Maybe I will go a bit of a peachy color. I don't know. And perhaps. And so it's not too stark, and then we'll go back with the peach. What's the color I'm using? Dark pale papaya. I just pick the colors sometimes. I don't actually check what I'm using. Have you checked out our new skin tone stamping blends? It came out with the All Together collection. They're really cool. You can do lots with it. So they're an early release from the 2022-2023 catalog. Can you believe it? When you say it like that, it sounds crazy. Alright. So the easiest way to do this sort of thing, I tend to have the opening at the back, but just whatever works for you. I will just hold that like that and just use your fingers to crease it. Bring it out like that. Again, use your fingers. Measuring sometimes gets a bit tricky, and this way you're going to get the exact. And then we'll do that. Alright. Now I will trim off a little bit here. So I'm probably trimming about 1.5 or something centimeters, or maybe 2. So we want that at the back, that at the front. Righty up. Let's glue that together. Sometimes the glue doesn't want to play. Probably should have turned that one from yesterday. I've been rushing around. Here we are. And then I'll put a little bit on this side, so you get your two ends. Yeah, nicely gluing both sides. And when you do it like this, your nice packaging will remain intact, and the recipient can just pull that off, and all the your nice work will still remain. Because I'm sure they don't want to upset your handiwork. Next, some ribbon. So I am trying to work out what we're doing. Yeah, that I'm happy with that. You could stamp a little sentiment for you or something like that. Just gonna pull some ribbon through. I go around and then give myself, just to be safe, probably about 20 centimeters. Might be excessive, but it just gives me a chance to tie a proper bow. And not get stressed out. Because I don't want my crafting to stress me out. But you can do this two ways: tie a knot and then add your ball later, but just for this purpose I've just done my ball like that, and then they can always untie it and retie it. Leave a bit extra on that so that when they have to retie it, it's not such a pain. And we'll see how long we want it once we put this. Now I'm just gonna put this, just working out how I want this. I might even trim that down a bit, so we'll see. Maybe like that. That pale papaya looks nice, doesn't it? Nice. I might trim off a little bit here, just for that little leaf there. If you just want to do this like that, you can. So I might cut that ribbon down, but you don't have to. It's gonna come off like that. They won't even have to untie it actually, because it's attached to your DSB. So that's that. And then what I thought, because it's Valentine's theme or whatever, you can add the heart. Just gonna lift that up and add that like a little just there. Put it there. So that's just something peeking out there. Then let's add some of the iridescent dots, because it picks up the color around it with these dots. Let's see, how good can I get this? I think it needs to move down a touch. What do you reckon? Maybe not. We'll leave it. Never mind. Let's see. We'll put a few of these and that'll fill up that blank space. Doesn't look too bad. There we go. So that's our little gift box. I quite like that mix of color. See, it's quite sweet. Now here's the other one I created. That's also has got Granny Apple Green, and this is Highland Heather on that. So different color scheme. I did the same process, and this is the one I try, and I used a different the same set of pack of DSP, but just a different pattern, and same iridescent dots. Now you can get these iridescent dots when you place an order with me between until the Sunday the 13th. Any order over $90, you're going to get the iridescent dots free, as well as your Sale-A-Bration rewards. So don't want the heart, you can leave that out. But that's just two options with those cute little treat boxes. I will put up all the links for you to order and the products I have used. If you would like me to place that order for you, please contact me and I will gladly do that for you. Thank you, Alana. Alana said it's very cute. They are very sweet boxes, and what I like about them, they are really easy to set up. So if you want to just stamp them and make them quite quick, you can do that as well. So hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be sharing another little Valentine's Day themed project. We are blog hopping with the Around the World on Wednesday blog hop team, so I will share how to make that project on my Facebook Live, which is my creative escape on Wednesday night, but it will be incorporated with my sharing love theme. So thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to serving you with your orders or any other product inquiries you have, or any technique inquiries you need help with. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.